Alabama Dispatch, Manny speaking. How can I help you?
This is the Alabama Interagency Coordination Center of the National Forest in Alabama.
Alabama Dispatch copies, thank you.
So this room that we're in right here is the main hub.
Alabama copies, leaving the work center en route to Mossy Fire, 1250.
You know, a lot of people think dispatch, you're listening to a radio, doing that stuff, but there's a lot more to it. So talking about a typical day in dispatch, well, we provide weather. So we work through systems to provide reports on what the weather forecast is and also what our fuels and fire behavior are looking like for that day. And that just gives a firefighter a better idea, lets them know what their height of awareness should be. One of our desks is an aviation desk where they're working with our aviation resources, and part of the things they do during the day is they're constantly monitoring weather, they're monitoring other traffic, what aircraft are in the area, and the initial attack person, they're the one that's on the queue. They're ready for if a fire call comes in. When it comes to resources, the resources we order typically, there's a couple different categories. So we have aviation, so that's our helicopters, the assets that go with them, such things as, you know, the crew members. Then we go into our operational folks, what we call our resources. And that can be anything from a firefighter to a timekeeper. Then we have services, you know, if we need someone to come in and deliver 500 gallons of fuel, you know, we'll process that. Then we have supplies and equipment. We also, you know, ordering up engines and dozers and those type of things. So those are the primary resources that we're talking about. We also support all risk or all hazard incidents, and what those are is such things as floods, hurricanes, earthquakes, even COVID testing centers. We help to administrate the management of those centers. Anytime you have an emergency response where you're needing to gather people, we're here to help.
Alabama Dispatch copies, no smoke in sight, fire has not grown in size and controlled this time.
Our center is part of a wider network, so typically each national forest, each entity will have a coordination center or a dispatch center. So we're part of a national network of centers. When we need resources, we may not have everything we need locally. So we'll reach out. For instance, right now we have folks from Montana in here, Georgia. We have folks we actually have a gentleman from Alaska helping out in the field, you know. So we are pulling resources from everywhere, and if we didn't have that network, it would be very hard to do that. As you heard in the name, it's the coordination center. If you have a team of players and there's no coordination amongst them, they're going to fail. Dispatch is really key. How are they key? Giving folks confidence that someone's there. That's what I really think dispatch for me when I worked in the field was knowing that if I had a problem, there was someone I could reach out to. Thank you, Lopez on the Mossy Fire.
Alabama Dispatch, Manny speaking. How can I help you?